Hi everyone, it's Andrea. Welcome back to my channel, Girl Plus Paper. I'm going to work today with a new Cricut collection, or digital art collection, I should say. It's not specific to just Cricut anymore. It is a collection of SVGs that you can purchase, and it's an instant download, no waiting, $9.95, and you get an array of images. You can bring them into any machine that uses SVGs, any electronic cutting machine. So I used Cricut Design Space, and we are going to make this adorable little layout here. At first, the colors didn't match my photos, and I thought, will this work? But I've changed up the colors, and I really like the way that my layout is going. This all started with a trip. We went to the dentist, and my friend has an ice cream store nearby. We had not been there. It's a brand new business venture that her husband has. It's called What's the Scoop, and it's in Goshen, New York, and they make delicious homemade ice cream. So if you're ever around there, I give them a shout out because you might want to go ahead and visit them. So my girls decided to have this black raspberry ice cream, and Isabella had the Smurf ice cream, and it just didn't work with the purple and yellow and green color palette that was, that was shown in the Tutti Frutti collection. So I made it my own. I used some Flamingo paper, and then I cut down an 8.5 by 11 inch square of white daisy. I did this without the Cricut, just by hand, because I like having the extra little strips so that I can journal on these later. And the next thing I decided was I worked on my color palette, and I really liked this Desert Rose glitter paper. So I went ahead and cut the ice cream cone part of the layout out of that glitter paper. I needed a little bling to kick this up, and I felt like this Desert Rose really matched the colors in Isabella's shirt, and I just wanted to pull the whole layout together, and I didn't want the bold yellow colors. So I'm just going to flip this over carefully. I've just used some of my green adhesive, or mono adhesive here, and I'm just going to try to put this down. I think it's about 1/4 inch from the white bottom and the left and right side. So I'm just going to glue that down. I didn't throw away all the negatives here. I kept them in a craft jar because I want to be able to actually use these on another layout. So I'm gonna use the negatives. I'm not going to waste all that beautiful glitter cardstock. I wanted to make a mention of that. And then it's easy from here. I'm going to do the same thing. I used more of the Flamingo cardstock, and I'm just going to go ahead and go around the outside. I could definitely use some dry adhesive here, but I just want to trace the outside of this ice cream and little drips. And we'll start now from the top down. So I found it's easier to do the bottom first, and then the top piece, and then we'll move to the middle pieces, because one of these pieces is actually going to overlap this glitter paper down here. The next color that I pulled in is this beautiful Capri color, and it just matched that Smurf ice cream. I'm going with the lighter color of cardstock up. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some liquid glue down on here as well. And I love it. It just looks like a drippy mess of ice cream. And boy, we had a drippy mess that day. I will tell you, Isabella's ice cream was melting all over. Nice and hot day in New York that day. And see how it all fits together like a jigsaw puzzle? I just love that. It's so fun. So we're just going to glue down this last piece. Now, it really didn't take me long to cut this on my Cricut. The hardest part was deciding on what color cardstock to use, but with close to my heart's cardstock colors, it made it easy. And I should mention that this is actually lilac cardstock. This cardstock right here is retired, but we have like wisteria and some really good colors that you could definitely substitute. But the point is, make it match your photos. I backed the girls' photos onto Candy Apple, the lighter side of Candy Apple, and I actually gutted the middle so I could use this as another photo frame. It's just something that I like to do. And I think that I'm going to, how to put this? I think I'm going to put this photo this way. And at this point, I've totally deviated from the guide. I'm not using the layout as a guide. And I'm just going to build it the way that I like. And I definitely wanted to highlight this monster stack of ice cream here. Very easy. And then I'm just going to use the title. This was fun to create too. The letters cut out beautifully with my Cricut. It's a fun little font. And I have some foam tape right over here I'm just going to grab. And we are going to use our non-stick micro tip scissors. And I'm just going to cut this foam tape up to make it just a little thinner. And I think I'm going to put the title onto this page. In the actual catalog they showed, and in the file they showed the title on the other right hand page. So we're just going to give them each a little piece. So it's supposed to say "This Sweet Life." I kind of like that. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to put this right up there. Sweet. And if you use that little bottle of glue adhesive, your letters are going to go really easily onto their background piece. In my case, it's candy apple. This Sweet Life. This Sweet Life. And then we just have some little pieces here, little embellishments that got cut out as well. Some leaves and some hearts. And yeah, I think I'm going to just go ahead and glue these down right over here. You guys know me. I always try to add just a little dimension to my leaves and such. I know that it'll probably get squished down in my album. I could add a little bit of foam tape behind here, which I think I'm going to do, because I do want these to stand up just a bit in my album. So if I put foam tape right here, when my album pages are closed, I'll still have a little dimension right there. I'm going to put some dimension onto our heart. Isn't that just a fun little accent? And then I have some more of the Capri. Let's see how I think this will look best. We'll just do that right there. So a little bit more liquid glue should hold this into place. Definitely like it up here better. Okay, so that's page 1, and we're just going to move right on to page 2. With the help of my Cricut, boy, this layout is really coming together quickly. We're going to do the same thing again. So I'm just going to speed this up, and you're going to watch me go ahead and glue down all the pieces. Okay, now that those pieces are glued down, let's talk about the photos. Now, I really wanted my photos to be bigger than the little photo mats. Originally, it was designed to have 3x3 photo mats, making the photos smaller, and I wanted to use true 3x4 photos. And so what I've done is I've just cut my own mats. Simple enough, just a 1/4 of an inch bigger, and I'm just going to use those instead. I'm putting the ice cream into the middle because I kind of like that symmetry of having Isabella and the ice cream in the middle. And this will really show me if I've done an okay job with lining up these photos. So this one has to just come down a bit. And there we go. I'm just going to give this a little touch. And so the title was designed to go on top here, but I've moved it over like I said. And now I just have one more little heart that I think is going to go down here. This layout could not be easier. I'm just going to put that little heart right there with Isabella eating her Smurf ice cream. And then just wanted to show you guys, Tutti Frutti Paper Sweet also has these Tutti Frutti mini shapes, and they're cute little like lemon wedges, and they might look adorable with the Paper Sweet as it was designed. I could have pulled out some of the Capri ones and used those, but I decided instead to go with these pastel dots. These are currently in our Close to My Heart catalog as well, and I just thought that the colors went a lot better. So I will probably just sprinkle those around. And as I finish up here, putting those little dots, I just want to talk to you for a moment about the Creative Design Team's membership group. We're going to have a Christmas in July present for everyone because we are going to be reopening membership enrollment for just a few days. Leave me a comment down below if you'd like to find out more. So here's our completed layout. I hope that you find that it was as quick and easy to put together as I thought it was. I will put the link to the SVG collection down below in the video's description, as well as everything else that I've used. Thanks for watching. I hope if you have not done so, you'll consider becoming one of my subscribers by hitting that button right there. Have a creative day.